this is Scott Purcell with Blackland Prairie Bees, and I've got to save a distressed hive. Not this one. Hopefully this one will be the solution for the other hive. But the hive I've called my garden hive. Before I left for a 10-day trip overseas, I inspected it maybe a week before that, and I saw the queen, and I saw eggs, and I saw brood. I have no doubt about that. All of those things were observed. I come back and there was none of any of that. After it was probably about 17 days altogether. So time enough for the eggs to hatch. And so I don't know what that might have been, whether I accidentally crushed the queen as I was trying to inspect that time, or whether they were victims of a hostile takeover from other bees. I don't know, robbing. But at any rate, the population on that hive is very low, and that was kind of my rock star hive. They've always done well. That was the genetics I wanted to use for queen rearing. So this is my second rock star hive, and I'm hoping that they are far enough along so that I can take a split and take this queen to that hive along with some bees to go with, and then leave them enough here to make a new queen, because this hive has been just a little bit swarmy. They swarmed once the year before last, before I got to them. And so I want to make sure that I manage that well. So this frame, we've got honey and lots of bee bread. That'll be a good one to leave here and to put next to the brood. Wow, this is heavy with, it still has quite a bit of bee bread, and it's heavy with honey that they have not needed to this point. I'm looking for brood. That's what I'm hoping to see here. A little bit of honey, a little bit of bee bread, some fresh nectar. All right, this was a frame that I gave them about the time I was leaving for them to clean up. It's seen better days, but they are in fact cleaning it up, making some repairs. It's empty, so just leave that for them. Now I'm going to be, okay, I see my queen. Right there she is, big and beautiful. Maybe able to see her right there. Nice caramel color. She's looking good. Eggs all over this this frame. I am going to put her in this box. Now I'll reverse this if it looks like it's not going to be a sustainable option. But for now, she's going in a 6-frame nuke. All right, here I see brood, including the right age to make a new queen. So I'm going to drop this one back in this hive to let them make a new queen here. I see drone drone cells, capped brood of quite a few here. All right. This one also has some very young brood, but I think I'm going to take this to be with the queen, just to make sure we've got ample population with her. I don't know. I may retract that decision if I don't see more population here. I think we're okay. We've got brood of all ages here too. Okay, so they've got 2 frames here that they can use to make a queen. Plenty of resources, plenty of population. Got some emerging broods, some emerging drones. I'm going to hope against hope that that when the new queen goes out to be mated, she doesn't find a bunch of mean drones. All right, I'm going to move this frame on the very end, the first one that I looked at, down here next to the brood. Give them the best possible resources. This one also had both bee bread and nectar, so I'm going to send that with the queen. Now the other colony, their population was low enough that I wanted to make sure that I'm trying to, I think that what I can do is just bring the bees from this colony and add them in over there. I think the population is low enough so that we can hopefully avoid fighting. I am going to leave a divider board between them, but the divider board will have a little bit of a gap, and that will allow the queen's pheromones to go between the 2 sides. Hopefully just the existence of the divider will create the perception that those other bees that are nearby have not invaded our space, and they won't fight. And then when they realize there's a queen over there, the old bees from the existing colony will move over to join her. That's my hope. So that's my plan. I'm just going to insert those the frames from this newly created nuke into the other colony, and hopefully not create warfare. All right, now I'm giving them a surplus frames to draw out. I don't think it will take them long to make use of all of those. All right, I believe that is mission accomplished. We'll see how it goes. I should probably leave myself a note about this. Let's see if I've got my tape. I guess the video will be the note. I didn't bring my painter's tape to write on the lid. Maybe I've got, and I didn't bring oh, there's a pen. All right. So today, let me check the date. What is today? March 22nd, Saturday, March 22nd. Okay, 3, 22, 25, split, took queen. So towards the end of April, we should, if not sooner, we should see signs of eggs here for sure. All right. So that's all at this location. We'll see what's waiting for us elsewhere. So here's what we're going to do. The hive that you see using the entrance on the left is queenless, broodless, eggless, hopelessly queenless, destined to die if I don't intervene. Their population is still a little bit low, and I don't, so I just don't trust. So, but they're not gone. So if I just pop a new queen in there, there might be fighting. She might be killed, despite the fact that I brought good population with her. So my plan here, we're going to use this hive as one home for 2 colonies. I'm going to open up this entrance on the right. We're going to put the new bees on the right side, leave the old bees on the left side, and hope that it doesn't provoke war. And I believe it will be the case that as the queen's pheromone makes its way around in the hive, that I'll come back and eventually find all the bees are on the right side. So we'll see how that goes. All right, I already gave them a little bit of smoke, and because there's no bees over here on the right side, they're all under cover here. Like I said, actually I see two living bees, one right here and one down in there that could take exception to what we're about to do. I'm going to clean out a little bit of detritus from the floor here. You know, I think before I move the new colony in, I need to take a look, because seeing that much debris. Oh, okay, I recall now. I still want to take a look here, make sure there's not been robbing, make sure that what's left of this colony is still what I think it is. Got a couple of frames that are reused, and the debris that I see may be from cleanup of those frames. Saw a cockroach escaping. We've got some honey there. And some honey here. And a lot more debris. Makes me wonder if there has been some robbing or something. I'm going to try to get a picture. I've got some things that look almost like, it's so hard to see what you can see. And where's my button to take a photo? Don't see it. Okay, maybe I can't take a photo right now. All right, but hopefully, looks like this. No, it's not an active cocoon. I'm wondering about these little bitty, let's see if I'm holding my hand in the view. These little bitty seed-like things, almost look like bird seed. I've got a lot of them in there. And they don't seem to be balls of pollen. Makes me wonder if maybe I had a mouse trying to live in there, accumulating seeds. No other signs of it. All right, this next frame also has a fair amount of honey and some fresh nectar. Very little population. Same on the next one, there's a small population there. Definitely not enough for, all right, that's the most population I've seen. Fresh nectar and bee bread and pollen. There's another one, that's the population that we have. Huh, interesting. I see a couple of, they're probably dead brood cells, but I see a couple of cells that are, they're capped. Back to just a food frame. Maybe on this side. Yeah, there's a little more population here. There's enough bees here that if I can get them in a queen rat colony, I'd sure be glad to have their help with the foraging. So it's definitely not a hive to write off. They're going to need some help because they are for sure hopelessly queenless at this point. All right, so we're just going to put these back together. Got to get them sealed up as best we can. And then we're going to install a colony with a good queen on the other side of an elevated divider board. And I hope leaving it elevated like that is a good idea, not a bad idea. Time will tell. Okay, they very quickly evacuated this side. They're not on the top. Whoops. Put those bees in. Now I have to be really careful because I do not currently know where the queen is. Get her over the box. Get the frame over the box rather. And we'll just take a look. I would sure like to know where she is so I'm not risking crushing her. Good frame of brood. So if the queen were for some reason not to make it, there's a chance they could still go ahead and produce a new queen. Taking a look for the queen right now. Well, I don't see her, but perhaps she's already in. She might have come in on those previous frames. Okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and seal them up and hope that worked. What in retrospect, I should have put her in some sort of a cage at the other place since I knew for sure where she was at that point. Okay, well, I think that's all I'm going to do at this location. And I think that I'm going to go ahead and continue and head out to the pasture.